Hey everyone, it's Wasim. Welcome to my channel where we dive deep into the world of productivity, especially for those of us working from home. And look, let's be honest, working from home sounds awesome in theory, right? You get to set your own hours, work in your own space, and avoid the daily commute. No commute wearing your pajamas all day. It's like a dream come true for many of us. Imagine rolling out of bed and starting your workday within minutes. But the reality, it can be tough to stay productive when your couch is calling your name. The distractions are endless, from the TV to household chores and even the temptation to take a nap. Trust me, I've been there. I know how easy it is to get sidetracked. You start with the best intentions, but before you know it, half the day is gone, and you've barely made a dent in your to-do list. That's why in this video, I'm sharing 10 of my absolute best productivity hacks specifically for remote workers. These tips aren't just theoretical, they're practical strategies that I've tested and refined over the years. These are the strategies that have helped me build my businesses, all while working from home. From setting up a dedicated workspace to managing your time effectively, these hacks will transform the way you work. So if you're ready to crush your to-do list and actually enjoy that work-life balance everyone's talking about, keep watching. We're going to dive into everything from creating a morning routine that sets you up for success to using technology to stay organized and focused. We'll also talk about the importance of taking breaks and how to do it effectively so you don't burn out. Plus, I'll share some tips on how to stay connected with your team and maintain a sense of community even when you're working remotely. Whether you're new to working from home or you've been doing it for years, there's always room for improvement. And I'm here to help you make the most of your remote work experience. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's get started on making your work from home life as productive and enjoyable as possible. Stay tuned because you won't want to miss these game-changing tips. Let's dive in. First things first, you've got to set yourself up for success, right? And that starts with your workspace. Think about it. When you have a dedicated space to work, it helps you get into the right mindset. It's like having a mental switch that tells you, okay, it's time to get things done. Now, I'm not saying you need a fancy home office, but having a designated space, even if it's just a corner of your kitchen table, can make all the difference. It's about creating a boundary between your work life and your home life. This is your work zone. When you sit down in this space, your brain knows it's time to focus. It's like a signal that says, let's get to work. And just as importantly, when you're done for the day, you can walk away and actually disconnect. This separation is crucial for maintaining a healthy work-life balance. You don't want your work to bleed into your personal time. Personalizing your workspace can also make a big difference. Add some plants, photos, or anything that makes you feel comfortable and motivated. It's your space, so make it work for you. Ergonomics matter too. Make sure your chair is comfortable and your computer screen is at eye level. These small adjustments can prevent strain and keep you productive throughout the day. Don't forget to take breaks. A dedicated workspace makes it easier to step away and take a breather, which is essential for maintaining focus and productivity. When you return to your workspace after a break, you'll find it easier to get back into the groove. It's all about creating an environment that supports your work habits. So take the time to set up a dedicated workspace. It's a small investment that pays off in big ways. You'll be more focused, more productive, and better able to separate your work life from your personal life. Okay, next up is something a lot of people resist, but hear me out. Time tracking. It's not about micromanaging every second, it's about understanding where your time actually goes. Tools like Toggle or Harvest are lifesavers for this. You might be surprised to see how much time you spend on, say, checking emails instead of tackling that big project. Knowledge is power, people. Now, this one's huge, and it's something I'm super passionate about: self-care. It's not just about bubble baths and face masks, although those are great too. This is about prioritizing your physical and mental health. Exercise, meditation, even just taking a walk outside. These things make you a better, more focused worker. Let's be real, distractions are everywhere, especially when you're working from home. The key is to minimize them. Put your phone on Do Not Disturb, close those extra browser tabs, and if you need to, use website blockers. There are some great apps out there that'll temporarily block distracting websites. You can even set it up to block social media during certain hours. This one's crucial, especially if you live with other people. Set clear boundaries with your family and friends. Let them know your work hours and when you're off limits. It might feel awkward at first, but trust me, it's better than constantly being interrupted. Look, there are a ton of productivity apps out there, and finding the right ones for you can be a game changer. Personally, I love Todoist for managing my to-do list and Evernote for keeping all my notes organized. Experiment and see what works best for you. Don't underestimate the power of breaks. It's not about slacking off, it's about giving your brain a chance to recharge. Step away from your computer, get some fresh air, maybe do a quick stretch. You'll come back feeling refreshed and ready to tackle your work. This one's huge for me, having a routine. Even though you're working from home, stick to a schedule as much as possible. Wake up, have breakfast, start work, take breaks, and have a designated end time. It creates structure and helps you stay on track. This one can be tough, but it's so important. You have to learn to say no to things that aren't essential. It's about setting realistic expectations and protecting your time and energy. Working from home can get lonely, so make an effort to stay connected with your colleagues and friends. Schedule regular video calls, have virtual coffee breaks, whatever it takes to maintain those social connections. So there you have it, my top 10 productivity hacks for remote workers. I hope you found these tips as useful as I have. Working from home can be challenging, but with the right strategies, it can also be incredibly rewarding. Remember, it's not about doing everything perfectly, it's about finding what works for you and sticking with it. Everyone's work style is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. The key is to experiment and find your own rhythm. Start implementing these tips and watch your productivity soar. Whether it's setting up a dedicated workspace, taking regular breaks, or using productivity tools, each small change can make a big difference. And hey, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more tips on productivity, personal finance, and building a successful life. Well, your support means a lot and helps me create more content that can help you achieve your goals. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos where I share insights and tips to help you navigate the challenges of remote work and beyond. Until next time, keep striving for excellence and make the most out of your work from home experience. Goodbye.